Alright, got my tools and stuff. Uncle Addy back at you. Here's the patient. Oh yeah, that's nice. Wasp, get out of there. Come on now. I got stuff to do. You can't be messing around. I don't want to get stung. Get. Come on, get. So, yeah. So I was like gonna leave the windows open and put the camera in the window and all that stuff, but I can't, because last time I was down here working on the there's the other mower down here. Let me show you if you can see it. If you can see it, there's not much left of it. I'm gonna take that other tire, and if I don't put it on the other mower, I might put it on here just so I can roll this puppy out and take her down the other end and rip off the rest of these parts, because there's some good ones on here. This thing's still good, and it's got the hookup for rear power takeoff. The front end's good. It still steers. The tie rod's missing, but that's not a big deal. I got other ones over there. I could take that pedal off. Over there, it's a park and brake, kind of like a clutch, like a starter safety switch clutch kind of thing. So I'll take that down there and work on that one after I'm done working on the other transmission. See, I've been pulling all these parts off. Like, there's the hydraulic, all those lines. They don't make them, man. Can't get them. Had to replace the hose. The hoses aren't. Compression fitting, fit them on. Hydraulic cylinder for the rear, for the 3-point hitch to make it go up and down and stuff. To see what happens to stuff when it sits too long. This is from, I don't know if it's from this one. Might be from, I think it's from another one. And I got another one out back. Well, I saw it. It's in my other video, where it's all rotten to pieces. This is my blade that attaches to the 3-point hitch. Here, here, and here. I put this little box on the back. Oh, my thingy fell out. Alright, I hear waspage. So I made this. What did I do? Come off? Shouldn't have come off. Was this thing not right? Oh, it's not right. No, it's right. So I made this box. I'm gonna flip this up real quick so you can see it. And it's in all of its beauty. It's beauty. I make fake fabricate stuff for what I need. So I put chain in there in that box, and I have it on the back. So all the stuff I cleared out, I don't know if I showed. Yeah, I did all the stuff I cleared out and pushed that brush back. Use this blade, pruning shears. Got this real nice, made by Silky. Yeah, whatever. I'll find out if I'm sure they'll let me talk about it, but whatever. Japanese saw, tri-blade. You don't sharpen it. You just buy a new blade. 15 bucks. This thing was like 21 with the little sheath and all that stuff. And they're like, you can carry it. I'm like, no, I'll put that thing on my leg and I'll be done. So I just mounted it on here. Little yellow pine box. This sits on here. And it's all right there. Reach back behind me, get off the machine, go do what I gotta do, get back on, push the brush into the woods, and be done with it. And then, sorry. Yeah, it happens when you get old, and I've been a smoker for a really, really long time. Pre-legal age. I was very young when I started because it was cool, so they told me. It was dumb. It was really, really dumb. Don't ever take it up. Don't let somebody talk you into doing something that you know in your gut. And then in here, trust your instincts. It ain't right. Don't do it. Ain't worth it. You'll be like me, all huffing and puffing and all this stuff. And I gotta lose I've lost, since I had the issue with my gallbladder, since I had the major issue that went up going to the ER for it. It was so bad. 4 days. I didn't sleep for 4 days. I couldn't. I was sick as a dog. I thought I was dying, man. I was like, is this thing exploding inside my chest or what? And turns out I got lucky. It wasn't. I was blessed, you know. Powers that be. Thank you, Lord God. And, you know, appreciate it for saving me for whatever reason. He's got his reasons, man. Don't question it. I just go along with it. So anyway, that's my thing. You know, you don't believe in whatever you want. Honestly, I think they're all the same. I think they're just, you know, I think it's different religions, different beliefs, spiritual, whatever. Man, there's just, I think there's something out there. For me, I know there's something out there. Um, yeah, okay, a little tangent here. When back in 2000, after my horrendous accident, um, it was intentional. I had every intention of erasing myself out of existence. I was that miserable, and then some things started happening after I managed to survive that, and and everything else, and people just started popping up in my life. People I used to party with and all that stuff, and wow, one of my friends who, man, we used to get beyond hammered. Um, he became an ordained minister, and we worked together. We did concrete work. I was a concrete form builder, and then became a sub foreman. That was kind of nice for a company, Bearing Construction. I don't. I think they're from Delaware, somewhere in Delaware, and Bear. So it's like not Bear like you would normally spell. It's like BAER or something like that. I guess they're still in business. I don't know. But we built this wastewater treatment plant over in Fruitland, you know, that's what they say. And new tanks, rebuilt old tanks. I got to do some amazing stuff over there. I got to build a set of steps around I got to more or less somewhat design it a little bit to make it better, to make the steps work. So you could pour it all in one shot, tie in all the rebar, build the forms for it, and it's something that's gonna stand the test of time. They do real expensive fiber mix and all that stuff when it's a state and federally funded jobs and things like that. But anyway, so we would sit there at lunch and he'd be reading a good book, man, and he showed me some passages and stuff, and it was just like, this can't be, I didn't realize it then, but when I started, when I decided, what, I need to get help. I need to put myself in a program, and I immersed myself into inpatient. I had to get detoxed. I was shaking. I was seeing things, hearing voices. It was not good. And sorry if the wind is making noise. I'm trying to go over here. Noise in the it's a little breezy again and getting a little cloudy. And they said it wasn't like 5% chance of rain, but I don't know about that. Looks like it's a little darker than I'd like it to be, but who knows? Could pass, hopefully. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So I put myself into inpatient over by there's a veterans hospital in Salisbury, about, I'd say, central Salisbury. And there's, like, South Salisbury past Fruitland, then there's Central Salisbury, then there's Northern Salisbury where I was at today. Uh, got me some new shoes and some other things, and had to go see my my doctor and stuff. The surgeon had a consult with the surgeon. And 23rd, that puppy's gone. Bye. It's out. I'm like, sweet. I'm like, no more pain, man. Unreal pain. Take care of yourself and everything. Eat right and drink lots of water, especially if you're outside and it's hot. Can't get enough water in you, man. You want to add something to it, that's on you. I don't add anything to water because I know me. If I add something to water, I always got to add something to water, and I just drink it. I like it the way it is. Distilled, purified drinking water. That's what purified drinking water, not distilled. I use that for other stuff. Like filling up old batteries and the like. But anyway, so I put myself there, and then I met some really good people. I got a job doing more concrete for a guy not too far from Princess Anne, another town. University of Maryland, Eastern Shore. It's a college. Nice place. A lot of agriculture, a lot of agri stuff going on over there. And all around here, man. Like, they're doing genetic things with seeds and stuff, and to make them like bug impervious, so they don't have to pump. We don't have to pump chemicals and stuff into the ground and spray and all this other stuff. And so they're trying to make these things a little bit more impervious to some of the invasive species, or so how these bugs got. Well, they're stored. I'll tell you all about that, about D Island and how all this stuff got here, all these beetles and stuff that isn't from here. Just not right now. But anyway, so What was I talking about? Um, Going into the inpatient. So it's a Deer's Head Hospital, Veterans Hospital for the veterans and stuff, and the VA guys and all that stuff, and people suffering from all kinds of stuff. People with missing appendages and post traumatic stress disorder and just um, shell shock, all that stuff, and you know, and God, there's places like that. And I'll tell you what, my neighbor Ted, he's retired. He's retired, and he worked for CBS back in the day. He knew Walter Cronkite. Walter Cronkite. He knew that guy. I mean, like knew him. That's pretty cool. If you watch him on TV, he was the one who announced like when Neil Armstrong and all landed on the moon. That blows your mind a little bit. Blows my mind anyway. But he goes to the Veteran Administration, and if you have the ability, God, if I could drive, man, there's so much I would love to do. I would love to help out all the people down here, man, and um, they need drivers. I'm sure all the states and all the places need drivers for their so these guys can get to their appointments, so they can get better, so they can live good in society, enjoy the rest of their lives in peace, and not be so war torn and all that stuff. They need these people, man, and I think we owe them that, because these people gave pretty much. Some of them gave pretty much everything. My cousin David. He lost his life when they captured Al Qaeda. Some kid shot him through the spine, pretty much cut him in half. I know I can't even really say it. I have to edit that all out, and can't really say that stuff. But he got killed serving, and he's a Navy SEAL. That's a tough business, man. It's like the elite of the elite of the elite kind of people, And they have all their special forces and stuff, and like SEAL, like other things in other countries, man. I've watched the video on the way they train them. That's some scary stuff, man. I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. Yeah, I don't think I'm really cut out for that. I guess that's why it was a short spell for me. I mean, it wasn't that. I think there was that, and I guess the depression was really kicking in, and I wanted to be numb. So, anyway, all right, stop yakking about that stuff, and we'll get to that in another video or 2 or 10 or whatever. So there's the tiller. That was my cousin's, and I'm going to. I noticed I measured the roller. What is it? Good Lord, my brain's going somewhere today. The anti-scalping roller, and I may use either this part or this part, but I'm going to cut this stuff up so I can lug this into the back of the truck, so Dad and I can haul this stuff and all the other junk, steel and metal, and all. I'm going to get rid of all that crap. They have a place for it up at the landfill for all that stuff, and so I'll take it there, and we'll just dump it out. And so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Dump out all the fuel, drain the oil out, and all that stuff, and we recycle all that here too. It's not like we're so far out in the country and we ain't got the ability to do it. No, that's not how it is anymore. Maybe 75 years ago, 100 years ago, whatever. Yeah, maybe. Even 50 years ago, they didn't really have it, but it's getting there. It's getting better. Sorry if I had you looking up my nose. Oh man, my sinuses are killing me. Pollen, crazy stuff. Everything's coated in it. Well, that's sand in there, but like here. I don't know if you can see all that on there. That's all pollen. And you should see my porch, man. There's so much on the porch. Yeah, the paint's fading. But it's everywhere, man. That's pollen, like dripping down, got wet and drip. It's just unbelievable. It's everywhere. So I guess it's been a while since my sinuses bothered me. So it's about that time. So let me get the tools and set up and all that stuff, and or maybe I'll just cut the stuff off. I do got my Sawzall. I brought the cut-off wheel and all the other nifty tools, hammers, and pipe wrenches, and my breaker bar, my my bent breaker bar. There's the cutoff tool. This is like a little mini jackhammer. This thing is great. Driving pins out that are seized in. So I brought the saws all down. Well, I call it a saw. It's a reciprocating saw. That blade, you can't read it. Got it from Harbor Freight. They told me I could talk about this stuff, so. I'm using this blade, Bauer. I guess it's Bauer. Blast through all kinds of stuff. That thing's still got teeth on it, so I'm gonna keep using it till it ain't got no teeth on it. And if that don't work, I got a hacksaw. Good old hand work, which I really would rather not do. But I'm gonna cut everything off. I'm gonna cut these spindles off because this stuff is just too far gone. And I'll salvage off what I can. I might even keep this for something. Oh, you know what? That pin. Ooh, I wish it was longer. Golly, that would have been perfect. But I still might be able to use it. I don't know. Anyway, so we'll see. I'll get this set up and now we'll get back to it. Alrighty. See ya in a bit.